morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. My name is Zoe, for those of you who I don't know. Welcome to NOLA Tribe Yoga, outdoor mobile yoga, able to do it now officially. Today's my birthday and we get to start off. This is my favorite way to start off my birthday. I always love to start it with a practice or a walk or some type of physical movement, celebrate my capability to move my body, which is such a blessing that we all have. So I'm so thankful to be able to move with you all this morning. Let's get started in tabletop pose on the mat. And we'll just start with a neutral spine. Pull the pit of your belly up and in. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, spread your fingers out wide like starfish. So wide that your pinkies will touch the edges of your mat. Maybe even shift your palms a little bit wider. Ground the tops of your feet down into the mat. Set your gaze at the top edge. A moment here to roll into your neck one way, and then the other. Come back to center, drop your belly, lift your gaze up for cow. And then press the mat away from you, round through your spine for cat pose. And then start to link this with your breath. So inhale, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, round through your spine, press the mat away from you. Keep going. I invite you to close your eyes here and then start to take any kind of extra movements that feel good for your body this morning. Starting to move into any places that may have a rough edge. Maybe that means more into your hips or your shoulders. Just create some movement. Take 3 more rounds of Ujjayi breath. And then as you come back through center, press your toes together, sit back onto your heels, child's pose. Round the center of your forehead down into your mat and walk your fingertips over to the right side of your mat. Create a nice big stretch through the left side of your body. Press your weight down equally through both palms. And then come back through center and switch sides. Come back through center, child's pose. Reach your right fingertips up. Gaze goes up to the ceiling. Thread your right arm underneath your left. Right cheek comes to the mat. A few moments here. Opening through your right shoulder. And then back through center. Reach your left fingertips up on your big inhale. Exhale, thread your left arm through. Press the 4 corners of your left palm down. Maybe reach your right fingertips a little bit closer to the top of your mat, creating more of a stretch. Come back through center. Take your palms out wide. Again, pinkies to the edges of your mat. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Take your feet out wide, maybe feet to the edges of your mat. So nice big, wide base here. Start with a bend in both of your knees. Ground down to the triad of your hands. That's your thumb knuckle and the forefinger of your palms. Bend into your right knee. And then into your left. Back and forth. Creating a little length and movement through the backs of your legs. Set your gaze directly behind you, in between your heels, on your mat. And then find some stillness. ankles back. Press your outer ankles down so you start to activate through your thigh muscles, your legs. Each exhale, pull the crown of your head closer to your mat. Release your bind, lift halfway, press your palms into your shins. Forward fold. Again, halfway lift, big breath in, gaze to the top edge of your mat. Forward fold. One more time, halfway lift, roll your upper arm bones back. Fold forward, ground down through your heels, bend into your knees, extended, melted, reach your fingertips up. Interlace your hands overhead, bend over to the right, gaze goes up. Come back through center. Over to the left, ground down equally through both feet. Back through center, gaze up and back. Lift the front of your pelvis up to your belly button, tuck your tailbone down. Big breath in, forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog, step back. Lift your right leg up behind you, three-legged dog. Dial your right pinky toe down to your mat so you're squaring your hips behind you. Squeeze your right thigh muscle up and in. Bend your right knee, open your hip. Press the four corners of your right foot to the left side of the mat. Ground your left heel down closer to your mat. Take a big circle with your lifted knee one way. And then the other way. Step your right foot forward, low lunge. Drop your left knee onto the mat, Untitled, and rise up. Reach your fingertips forward. Take a big breath in. Lengthen through your spine as you exhale. Press your hips forward, sinking low into your left hip flexor. Set your gaze on one point. Spark energy, vitality out through your fingertips and pull your pinkies in towards your face. External rotation of your arms. Tee your arms out to the side. Take a big breath in. Come up slightly out of your hips and then turn to the right. Pull the pit of your belly button to your spine. You can tuck your left toes for a little extra balance support here. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Maybe your gaze goes to your right big thumb. One more breath in. Hands to your mat, downward facing dog. Step back. Right into it. Lift your left leg straight up. Three-legged dog. Press out through the four corners of your left foot like you're pressing into a wall. Bend your left knee, open your hip. And keep your left foot engaged like you're pressing into a wall on the right side of your body. Pull your left shoulder down to meet your right. Notice if your left shoulder is popping up out of alignment. Square your chest down. And then take a big circle with your lifted knee one way. And then the other way. Take an inhale. Step your left leg forward. Vinyasa. Right knee on the mat. Toes can be tucked or untucked, your choice. Reach your fingertips up. Take a big breath in. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, slow into your right hip flexor. So you'll feel the stretch right here in the front of your right thigh. Notice if you're clenching your left toes. Lift and spread them. Yeah, set your weight into your left heel. As back up, create a neutral position so your left knee stacked directly over your left ankle. See your arms out into the side. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. Spread energy out through your fingertips and reach them away from each other. Fill up and twist. Your gaze goes to your left big thumb. Big breath in. Empty out. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Press your palms down. Step back. 3 Ujjayi breaths here. Ujjayi is a deep inhale through your nose, followed by a deep, loud exhale through your nose. Breath in. Fully empty out. Fill up, send your gaze forward. As you exhale, step your feet to your hands. Lift halfway. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Big inhale. Gaze goes up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. This time step back, high push up. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your heels over your toes. Knit your front ribs together, engage your core. Press the mat away from you. You can always take this position on your knees if that serves you as well. Hug your outer shins into center line. Imagine there's a block in between your legs. Activate your legs. Take a breath in. Lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your palms where they are. Untuck your toes. Baby Cobra, roll up. Let it go. Move with your breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, empty. This time, lift up. You can keep your palms where they are or hover your palms 2 inches away from your mat. Drag your elbows back to your heels. Big breath in. Lift higher. Downward facing dog. Empty out. Set your gaze in between your heels. 3 Ujjayi breaths. One more, breath in. Empty out completely. Send your gaze forward. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Lift halfway. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Halfway lift. High to low push-up. Chaturanga Dandasana on your exhale. Hover halfway. Squeeze your elbows into center. Upward facing dog. Thighs are off the mat. Drag your heels back to your toes. Yeah, spread your fingers out wide. Big wide base with your hands. Stay here for just a moment. Squeeze your thighs up and in. Take a big breath in. Downward facing dog. Big breath out. Lift your right leg up behind you. Warrior 1, step your right foot to your right hand. And rise up. So again, extend energy out through your fingertips. Pull your pinkies in towards your face. And stack your right knee directly over your right ankle. Knit your front ribs together. Drop your tailbone down to your mat. Sit a little bit lower. Yeah, like a little bit lower. Take a big breath in. Open to warrior 2. Stay low in your right thigh. Ground down through the pinky edge of your left foot. So hug, muscle on the bone of your back left thigh. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Low push up, cartwheel your hands down to your mat. You can always step back to down dog. That's always your choice, your practice. Upward facing dog if you're choosing to do a vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior 1. Big, long stance. Create width in between your feet. So your left foot is at the left edge of your mat. Right foot is at the right edge of your mat. With that, you have room to square your hips forward. Lift and spread your left toes. I see some very white left toes. Yeah, press your way down into your left heel. Sit low. Squeeze the muscle on the bone of your left thigh. Inhale. Open to warrior 2. So your left heel is bisecting your right instep. Both thighs are engaged. Your gaze is soft over your left middle finger. Flip your palm, reverse, big breath in. Exhale, Vinyasa, or just down dog. Vinyasa is a high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Seal your lips and breathe. Ujjayi breath. Build the heat in your belly, in your core. One more, big breath in. Send your gaze forward, bend into your knees, empty your breath out, step or hop your feet to your hands. Lift halfway. Forward fold. Extended mountain, inhale. Hold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, roll your upper arm bones back. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, step your right foot forward. On your inhale, rise up. On your exhale, open to warrior two, starting to lick one breath per movement. Inhale, reverse your warrior. This time, extended side angle, right elbow to your right thigh. Roll your right shoulder blade back. Notice if it's creeping up near your right ear and you're dumping into your right arm. Pull your right shoulder back. Sit low with your right hip. Create a single line of energy from your left pinky toe out through your left fingertips. Rotate your chest up to the ceiling. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg, triangle pose. Reach right fingertips forward and drop them off onto your right shin. Little micro bend into your right knee so you're not hyperextending. Don't lock your joints. Pull your left hip back and your left shoulder back. Breath in. Gaze goes up. Fill up. Empty out. Warrior two. Flip your palm, reverse. Chaturanga Dandasana, hands to your mat. Step back, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open to two. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. And create energy out through both sets of fingertips. So don't just let your left arm just hang out here in space. Really activate. Yeah. Press to the pinky edge of your right foot so the inner lining of your right foot starts to lift off the mat, causing you to hug your right thigh muscle up and in. Rotate your chest to the ceiling. Warrior two, rise up. Straighten your left leg. Triangle pose. Little micro bend in your left knee. Pull your right hip back. Imagine there's a wall behind you and you're trying to press your whole back into the wall. Two more breaths here. Warrior two. Flip your palm, reverse, big side stretch. Hands to your mat, low push-up, empty your breath all the way out. Upward facing dog, big inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Ujjayi breath. Take a moment to reset. Inhale. This time, walk your hands back to your feet, back of your mat, all the way back. Wrap your thumb, your peace fingers around your big toes. Feet are wide. Fingers to toes. Forward fold. Keep that bend in your knees that we had at the beginning of class. Pull your elbows away from each other. Release your bind, lift halfway. Forward fold. Extended mountain, rise up. Chair, woo! We'll try that again. Extended mountain, rise up. Chair, woo! Yeah. Sit your weight back into your heels. Drop your tailbone. Notice if you're pushing your booty out. I always do it. Drop your tailbone. Lift the front of your pelvis up to your belly button. Engage your core. Hands come out to a T. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, twist to the right. Try to keep your knees in line with each other. So the twist is coming from your core. Hug your thigh muscles up and in. Chair, come back through center. Woo! To your arms out to the side. Twist to the left. Lift and spread your toes and your weight back into your heels. Maybe gaze goes to your left big thumb. Chair. Woo! Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Come back through center. Woo! Lift your right leg or your right knee up into your chest. We're going to do slow yoga nidra movement. Take one giant step forward for high lunge. Yeah, nice. Stack your left heel directly over your left toes. Press the back of your left thigh up into the ceiling. Take your hands at heart center. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook the outside of your left arm on your right thigh. Press the back of your left thigh up, open your arms. Big breath in. Empty out. Twist deeper. Pull your belly button up and in. You got it. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in. High lunge. Drop your left knee onto your mat. Woo. Lizard pose. Toe heel your right foot to the right edge of your mat. Hands come on the inside of your right foot. So this is a big hip pose. You can stay here if this is good for you. Or you can come down to your forearms if that's accessible for your hips. Another variation, if you want a little bit more strength building, you can tuck your left toes and lift your left knee. Yeah, it's kind of up to you, this pose. Take a moment to explore what your body needs right now. And stay in it for a few breaths. Allow your exhales to guide you deeper into that hip opener, that stretch. Come back through center, rise up onto your toes, or not to your toes, to your palms. And then high push-up, step back. Nice. Ground your right palm down onto your mat, side plank, right side. So you can lift both legs up this way. Or you can drop your left foot off in front of your right thigh. For a little modification here. Whatever variation you're taking, ground down to lift your hips up higher. Gaze goes up to your left thumb. Take a big breath in. High to low push-up, breath out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Empty out. Fill up. Let it go. One more big inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Lift halfway. Forward fold. Chair. chest. Super slow and controlled, like you're moving through molasses. Ooh, high lunge. Stepping forward. That's a good jump. Nice. Stack the back of your right heel over your right toes. Hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep energy moving through the back of your right thigh. So press the right thigh up. Open your arms. Use your breath to facilitate this twist. One more breath in. Empty out. High lunge, come through center. Slow and steady, drop your right knee onto your mat. Lizard, take your variation. Toe, heel your left foot to the left edge of your mat. And it might be a different variation on this side than the first side. Each of our sides are different. The point is to meet your body where it is right now, today, in this moment. Set your gaze down directly onto your mat in between your wrists. Slowly rise up back onto your palms. High push-up, step your left foot back. Spread your fingers out wide, big wide base with your hands. And then side plank on your left side, take your variation. You have both legs lifted, you can drop a knee or kickstand your right foot in front of your left leg. Ground down like earth, lift your hips up, engage your core. Send your gaze to your lifted right thumb. Take a big breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana, big breath out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Gaze goes forward. Walk your feet to your hands for a little yogi squat. My favorite. So I like to have the insteps of my feet hanging halfway off the mat. If this is a little bit too deep, you can always keep it right here. Your elbows on your knees. Or you can take a little cushion and place it right underneath your sit bones. Press your palms together. Pull your upper arm bones back and lift the crown of your head to the ceiling. Take your awareness, your intention to your breath. Consider that all you have to do right now in this pose is sit here and breathe. Press your right palm down on the top of your left or your right toes. Reach your left fingertips open. Big stretch to the side. Press your right tricep on the inside of your right knee. And then switch sides, left hand down. Right fingertips open. Your knees pressing outward. And back through center. 2 more breaths here. And then forward fold. Arms on your mat. Do a little wiggle side to side with your hips. Kind of shake it out. Halfway lift. Forward folds. Chair pose at the top of your mat. Woo! Forward folds. Hold on. Chair pose at the top of your mat. Woo! Okay, we're getting there. Figure 4, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Boom. Press out through the 4 corners of your right foot. Hands come to heart center. Set your drishti on one point that's not moving. That's not me. Just one point. We're going to start to sit up. way down to the four corners of your left foot. Start to feel the stretch on the outside of your right thigh. Slow and steady, rise up. Bring your right knee into your chest with you. Grab a hold of your right knee and open your leg to the right, gaze to the left. Standing leg raise. Keep pressing out energy through your right foot. So it's not just hanging out in space, it's fully engaged. Gaze is on your left big thumb. Come back through center. Keep your right knee lifted. Reach your fingertips up. And slowly hinge from your hips and kick back, airplane pose. A little bend in your left knee is great. Gaze is directly down on your mat. Pull your upper arm bones back. Imagine you're pressing your right foot into the wall. Right heel a little bit higher. Let it go, forward folds. Nice work. Halfway lift. Pull forward. Chair. Woo! Figure four, left ankle over right thigh. Hands on heart center. And start to sit your hips low. Make sure your weight is in your right heel, not your right toes. Slowly rise up, bring your left knee into center. Press out through the four corners of your left foot. Flex your left toes to your left shin. And then hand to your knee open. Standing leg raise. Pull your shoulder blades together at your spine. Hug from skin to muscle to bone on your right thigh. Come back through center. Keep your left knee lifted. Reach your fingertips up. Airplane pose. Hinge back. Kick back. Whoop. Pull your belly button to your spine. This is a big core pose. Dial your left pinky toe down to your mat. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Reach your fingertips to your left heel. Forward folds. Nice. Shake it out. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Extended mountain. Tree right side. Take your right foot to your left leg. Anywhere that's not your knee works good. Hands at heart center. Really press the four corners of your right foot into your left leg. And then your left leg back into your right foot. Start with hands at heart center. And then reach your fingertips up. Knit your front ribs together and pull your tailbone down to your mat. Keep the sway out of your low back. And then maybe your gaze walks up to the ceiling. Keep breathing. And start to shift your gaze back until maybe you fall out of the pose. And then take it on the left side. Yeah, don't be afraid of messing up the pose. Instead, I invite you to have a little exploration and play. So we'll start hands at heart center. And then reach your fingertips up. And then fingertips, your gaze goes up. Press your hips forward as you lift your gaze up. And then back. And then keep going until you fall out. And you'll realize you'll just fall 2 inches onto your mat. You're fine. Awesome. Last little balance series for today. Dancers, pose. So right side, grab a hold of your right foot. Check out my right foot. It's engaged. I'm going to press the sole of my right foot into the ceiling. Left fingertips go up. As you hinge forward, kick Draw your right hip flexor down to your mat. And then switch sides. One fluid motion. Left leg lifts. Press the sole of your left foot up into the ceiling. Your left shin back. Start to hinge forward. It doesn't have to be a super drawn out pose. Be really intentional about the placement of your left shoulder, pull it forward. Your left knee into center. Extended mountain, take a big breath in. Forward fold, big breath out. Halfway lift. High to low push-up, step back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We're going to come into some shoulder work with dolphin's pose. So come onto your knees. This is fun. And sometimes there's a little fire in it, but you know, breathe through the sensation. So like we're in ragdoll pose, grab a hold of your opposite elbows. This is kind of like your placement guide on dolphins. So elbows come to your mat, your elbows are forearms distance apart, and then extend your fingertips forward. So all 10 fingertips face 12 o'clock. And when you come into dolphins, so it's like this, but with downward dog legs. Notice my shoulders, when I start to roll up, you're almost doming your back so that your shoulders step over your elbows. Pull your core up into your spine. Gaze will stay directly in between your wrists. And then we'll come onto your toes. Press the mat away from you. Ground down through your palms, through your forearms. And notice if you start to slouch down your shoulders, lift them back up. The strength comes from your shoulders. Stay here for 3 breaths. You start to feel a little bit of heat. Stay in the fire. And then release. Come down to your knees. Take a little child's pose. Give your shoulders rest. And we'll do one more dolphin. Come back up. Reset your foundation. Again, fingertips are wide. Stack your shoulders over your elbows. Tuck your toes. Lift your legs up. Even walk your toes closer to your elbows. Option, you want to take it one step further. Lift your right leg like your 3-legged dog. And then your left leg. Woo. Little shoulder burn there. And then regular dolphins. And then child's pose release. Nice work. Come onto your belly. All the way onto your mat. Tee your arms out to the side. Lift your left leg up and place your left leg on the outside of your right. So you're coming onto your right shoulder for a big stretch there. You walk your left fingertips a little bit closer to your chest. And then switch sides. Oof. Left arm out. Right foot on the outside of your left thigh. Or behind your left thigh. Come back through center. Reach your fingertips behind you on your side. And we'll come into locust pose. Lift your legs up. Fingertips up. Reach your fingertips to your heels. Press the 4 corners of your feet behind you like you're pressing into a wall. Lift your lowest rib off the mat. Even higher. Lift up a little bit higher. Release. Wiggle your hips side to side. We'll take that a second time. Option this time to interlace your hands behind your low back. And then locust, go up. Reach your knuckles to your heels. Hug your outer shins into center. Imagine there's a block in between your legs. Squeeze in. Lift up. Lift a little bit higher. Inhale. Release. Wiggle your hips. Side to side. Grab a hold of your right ankle. Like dancers on the mat. Prop yourself up onto your left forearm. Tuck your left toes on the mat so your left leg is engaged here. Left thigh is engaged. Start to kick back. You can stay here or extend your left arm. Your choice, your variation. Gazes forward. A few more breaths, a little bit higher. And then release. Windshield wipe your legs. Side to side. We'll take the opposite leg. Grab your left ankle. Prop yourself up onto your right forearm. Tuck your right toes. Start to kick back. Take your variation. I like to lift my, extend my right arm. Gazes forward. 2 more breaths. And then release. Windshield wipe your legs. Side to side. Come onto your knees. Tuck your toes. Camel. Hands at your low back. We'll take 3 variations of camel. Oh, hello. Oh. I was hoping I'd see a puppy. Hands at your low back. Gaze goes up. And you're lifting from the top of your thoracic spine. Imagine you're pulling the center of your chest to the ceiling. If it's okay for your neck, let your gaze go back, open through your throat. Press your hips forward like you're pressing them into a wall. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths. And then slowly release. Take a clearing breath with your hips on your heels. This time we'll take a little bit of a half camel. So go ahead and try it on. If it's not for you, you can go back to the first version that we did. But tuck your toes onto your mat. You're going to reach your right hand to your right heel. Either fingertips or palm. And lift your left fingertips up. There you go. Yeah, it was. Gaze goes to your left thumb. Press your hips forward. Awesome. And then we'll switch sides. Down and then a little bit more switch. Left hand to your left heel. Gaze up to your right thumb. Press your hips forward. And then come down onto your knees. Take a few moments here. Tuck your toes. Sit your way back into your heels. Palms on your thighs. Make sure each of your toes are tucked. And then just stay here. That's all you have to do. Stay. And breathe. Let's see. While I play with this. Keep your intention on your breath. Do the work of maybe not judging any sensations that are coming up as good or bad. Just are. Know that this poses a lot of challenges, but it's really beneficial to your foot health, to your mental health. 3 more breaths. One more. And then slowly release. Tap the tops of your toes on your mat. Come onto your back for bridge. So your heels are stacked directly under your knees. Yep. And then ground down through your feet. Lift your hips straight up. Press your thighs into the ceiling. Stack your shoulders directly underneath your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Release. Take a moment to clear your breath. And then bridge, second time, ground down, lift up. Pull your inner ankles back, press your outer ankles down. Release. Bridge, pose, go up this time. Keep your hips lifted. Lift your right leg straight up. Press the four corners of your right foot into the ceiling. Ground down through your left heel. Keep your leg lifted, your hips lifted. Switch legs. Left leg goes up. Press it up into the ceiling. Ground down through your shoulders. Bridge. Drop your left leg down. Stay lifted. Maybe walk your heels closer to your chest. Get a deeper back bend. Release. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees out wide, one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Happy baby. Grab a hold of opposite ankles, not opposite ankles, grab a hold of your ankles, or the outsides of your feet, whatever works for you. Give a gentle little rock side to side. Lift your legs straight up. Take your hands behind your low back. Legs are lifted. Press your feet into the ceiling. Squeeze your thighs together. Pull your belly button down and lower your legs a third of the way to your mat. 2/3 of the way to your mat. Press out through your heels. 2 inches from your mat. Look up at your toes. Little swimmer kicks here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your legs straight up. Lower them a third of the way to your mat. 2/3 of the way to your mat. 2 inches from your mat. Look up at your toes. Windshield wiper your legs side to side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift them back up. Hands behind your head. Lift your chest up to your toes. Elbows out wide. Lower your right heel 2 inches from your mat. Switch legs for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees into your chest. Almost done. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Bicycle twist. Move slow and steady. As you twist, press the 4 corners of your feet forward. Let's go for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees into your chest. High boat, rock up. Last little core work. You got it. High boats. I like to let my heels rest gently on the mat. So like lean back. Lift your chest up. Squeeze your chest to your thighs for 5. Engage your core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Take a full big body rock. And then, just get over that way.
Oh, you mean now?
Yeah, somehow get there. Half pigeon, right side. Pull your right knee forward. Line the edge of your right thigh up with the edge of your mat. switch sides. You take a down dog in between. And then left knee forward. Half pigeon on your left side. Get really intentional with your breath again. Deep inhales and exhales. Rise up. Swing your right leg forward, seated, single leg extension. Left foot on the inside of your right thigh. Give a soft little bend in your right knee as you inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, fold. Maybe grab a hold of your right shin or your right ankle. Press the four corners of your right foot forward. Pull your tailbone back. And then rise up, take a little stargazer, ground your left palm down behind you. You'll lift up high onto your hips, or onto your knees rather. Hips go up, gaze goes back. And then switch sides, left leg forward. Right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Big breath in. Fold forward, pull your belly button to your spine. Flex your left toe towards your left Rise up. Right palm down behind your right hip. Lift up onto your right knee. Press your hips forward. Come back down onto your mat and slowly make your way onto your back for an inversion of your choice. I'll be taking waterfall, which is simply your legs lifted. If you prefer to take shoulder stand or headstand or whatever else calls to you, take that. And a waterfall, just let your shoulders soften down onto the mat. And clench your jaw. Start to soften the muscles of your face. Chest. And pull your knee across your body to the left, gaze to the right, supine twist. Round your right shoulder down. Switch sides. Send your right leg out, left knee in. You're going to pull across your body. Legs out wide and your arms out wide. Soften your belly. Soften your toes, your fingertips. Unclench your jaw. your whole body weight heavy so you can receive your practice. Bring awareness back to your breath. Take some movement to your toes, your fingertips. Stretch your arms overhead, take a big inhale. Open your mouth, sigh it out, big exhale. Go over onto your side. Take a moment to acknowledge your practice. Rise up to a comfortable seat. Take your hands to heart center. Your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Give yourself a rub of acknowledgement. The light and love in me sees and honors and celebrates the light and love in each of you. Together we bow and say namaste. Namaste.